Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you? This is Hadiza, online business mentor, business owner, and I am coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York, just to share to you tonight about mindset. That our mindset is our shift to our next level. The gateway to our next level, the way to shift to our next level is through our mindset. Our mindset is what makes us, is a set of beliefs, attitudes, a perception that builds an individual, and our mindset guides how we respond to situations, be it negative or positive. Our mindset shape our life, what we respond to, be it in a good way or in a bad way. And these mindsets are not just something we come up with overnight, but the good thing is that we can shape our own mindset towards the right direction. And that's what myself, Sonia, and Vida are here to discuss with you and share with you tonight. And we hope you find value. Let us know if you're watching us from what part of the world you're watching us from. If you're finding value in what we are sharing on how you can have that life of abundance, have that growth life, that life of prosperity for you and for your family by building and developing your mindset. So I will allow Vida and Sonia to introduce themselves. Sonia.
Hi, my name is Faida. I'm talking to you from Hartford, Connecticut. I'm so happy to be here. I'm online business owner, and today we are going to talk about mindset. So we are inviting anybody, anywhere you are, if you want to come and join us. Thank you.
I am Sonia, and I am here in New York. And wherever you're watching us from, if you're watching us live or you're watching us on replay, welcome. We are here this evening to just share our thoughts with you, and hopefully, you will learn something from what we are saying. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ladies. So we are all online business owners. We're all healthcare workers. Vida is a nurse. Sonia is a professor of nursing. She's been done every sphere of nursing that you can think about. So she's uh, an authority, I would say, in the sphere of nursing. So is Vida, and I in the realm of business, and also I work in healthcare as healthcare insurance and finance manager here in New York. And that's what we're about to share with you is our mindset. How does our mindset shift and shape our life? What are the different types of mindset? So today we are going to discuss two primary areas of mindset, and we'll touch when you look online, or you might have, you can break them down into different format, different kinds, different ways. But I want to discuss this topic today on just two major headlines. We're going to talk about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. What When we talk about something being fixed, what does it mean? It doesn't move, right? It's just there. And when we talk about something that grows, picture a tree, picture an apple tree, a flower from a seed. It blooms, it grows, and you can bear fruit. But if something is fixed, think of in your mind as we talk about it, think of a light pole on your street that is just stationed there, is a tree, but it's there, it's just there. Other than holding the lights, the wires, cables, it's just in one position. So I just want to bring it very practical and very simple. Those are the things we're going to use, and those are like the analogies that came to my mind when anytime I'm talking about uh, growth, and anytime I'm talking about something being fixed, because we can see the light pole is equally a tree, was once a tree, but it's there. And then we have a plant which is grown into an apple tree. We can see that year after year it yields fruit. So I'm going to let Vida and Sonia chip in, and we'll be talking about the first one, which is a fixed mindset. Sonia will be handling the fixed mindset. We are all going to talk about it. What does it mean to have a fixed mindset? How can you tell somebody, can you tell if somebody's mindset is fixed relative to challenges, relative to opportunities? And Vida as well, we're also going to chip in on what does it mean to have a fixed mindset from your perspective, because we all think differently and we can all equally chip in to see how we can change our mindset from being fixed minded and into the growth. And from just that explanation, we can say that the type of mindset we have matters. So Sonia.
For sure. So the fixed mindset, I'd want everyone that's watching or listening to think about cement. The fixed mindset, it is stuck, it's there, it will not move. Whatever is done, when that cement is set, it will not move. It will not move. It will nothing else will change that. And if you're going to do some work on it, you're going to have to get some heavy kind of equipment to break that cement up. And when you think of a fixed mindset, that is it. However, I would not encourage anyone to have a fixed mindset, especially in the world that we are living. We want our minds to be open, that we are able to get what we need and to look on things from a different angle. If I'm constantly looking at everything one way, the fact is, even as workers in our jobs, we will realize that there are times when we are doing things and we are trying to do it this way and it's not working. If we are not open for change, then we are going to be stuck. We're going to be left there because there are other nurses who are coming after us who are different and their minds are totally different and they're going to look at it a different way. So in the case of cooking, you need to change up some things because there are times when I am cooking and I'm doing something this way. And if my husband comes and he's doing something and I'm saying, honey, do it this way, he will say there are many different ways to do this. And that is it. We must be open. We must not have a fixed mindset because in our sphere right here as business owners, if we are constantly doing something this one way and we're not getting any success, why would we stay there? It means that we are pouring our resources or resources of every kind, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's energy, into something that is not working. And if we are not willing to change, then we're going to be stuck. Everyone else is going to be going on and seeing results, and we will be left right there. So we must be open. Do not have a fixed mindset. If we are just constantly, I am not moving, I am staying right here, then nothing is going to change in our lives. We must be adaptable and be able to change. If things are happening around us, we must be able to change. So a fixed mindset is not going to be serving any of us. So we need to have a mindset that is able to change, adaptable to the situation that we're in, and that we're able to do what we're doing. As I think of that, I'm thinking of the scripture. It's in Philippians. It says, whatever things are good, whatever things are pure, whatever things are just, those are the things we need to think on. So even if we're set in our ways, we need to think on it. Is this true? Is it just? Is it of good report? If it's not, then it needs changing. So that is my take on this fixed mindset.
Thank you. Absolutely. We need to be adaptable. A cement is a perfect example.
Yeah.
And to break up a cement, you can't use a cement. One thing I've noticed, you can't use a cement to break up cement.
No.
You need to use something like a jackhammer, which is a harder metal,
Yes.
right?
Jerking
To break
you to
up
break.
cement. So that's to tell you that a fixed mindset can be changed. And that's where we talk of adaptability, the ability to change and mold ourselves into something better. If we find out that something is not working, what do? We try to learn what works. And thank you so much, Sonia, for that. So Vida, give us at least your take on a fixed mindset, some of the things you've come across in your life, in your circle that you can share to us about having a fixed mindset.
Yeah, the fixed mindset that is, Miss Sonia had just finished it all. It's just like something that is just like a tree that they have just planted there, and it just stay there. If you are not able to move, if you don't want to move, it will not move. So it's all depend on us. If you say you want to stay on fixed mindset, it means you are not ready to change, and nobody want not ready to change. We want move forward. We don't want moving backwards. So the fixed mindset is just somebody who is not ready at all, and you are going to stay there. You are not going to get any help. So me, I will encourage anybody. We don't need that fixed mindset. We need positive. We don't need any negative. So the fixed mindset, the negative way of thinking, you just see something, you just see so hard that you say, no matter what I'm doing, but it's not going to succeed. I'm not going to succeed. So you just stay there, you are suffering, and you are just staying there. Meanwhile, there's a change. So we don't want that fixed mindset. So I think we are going to talk about positive mindset. We don't want that fixed mindset at all. I don't like it.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
none of us want a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is being stuck in the old way. And we
Yes.
know from scriptures that as a man think in his heart, so is he, right? So we go to the very root. I've heard one of my favorite people put it this way, that your mindset, your belief system is your own personal growth contribution to your life. That's your personal contribution. Because somebody can come to me and tell me, you can cross from point A to point B. If I made up my mind with my mind's eye, with my thinking, with my ideas and everything that sum up my belief system, if I tell myself, no, I can't move from point A to point B, even
No.
when I have the skill set and all those stuff, the person's looking at me and said, no, Hadiza, you can move from point A to point B. All you need to do is do this, do this, do this. If I don't embrace what that person is saying, I will never move. So that's why they tell you, oh, change your mind about something. Because if your mind is negative, for example, everybody goes through challenges in life. Either it's sickness, financial challenges, we hear of disasters and stuff, right? It doesn't mean that everybody at one point or the other will go through something. Maybe your time has not come, but that doesn't mean
It's not coming.
it wouldn't come. We don't pray for negativities, but as long as you're on this earth, you're breathing, there's always going to be a day of trouble, but we pray that it doesn't come. And even when it comes, we have the grace, the ability, the tenacity, and the skills and the know-how to overcome it. Right? So that's one of the beauty of having your mindset not fixed. Because someone with a fixed mindset, so this is the way I do it. It has to be that way. If it's not that way, no other way. It's like
And
going to a classroom. Your teacher is telling you, well, you can add A plus B to get a C. Yes, maybe your elementary school you were taught another way, but now you're in high school, college, or whatever, and another teacher is coming like, oh, the formula has been changed.
Yeah.
There's a faster way you can get this answer. I talk about the quadratic equations or the Pythagoras theorem, math students, right?
Yeah.
There are different ways of solving it. When I have my kids in in school these days, the way I solve my math is not the way they do
different.
it.
Different.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm trying to teach them, and they're like, "No." We may have they're like, "I have my quick. That's the answer," but no, you have to show the steps. You have to do it this way. You have to do this way. Like I feel like, okay, I'm lost. It doesn't mean I don't know it. Just that the way it's done is changed.
No.
The way I was taught is changed. So that it doesn't mean that sometimes what you're actually, it's not that it's wrong completely, but just that it doesn't work anymore. I know of people when sometimes in 2008, and I used to work with the city of New York at the time, and they introduced, before then we do our case notes on paper. We have the Malina folder. We have all kinds of, like, when they put those folders on your desk, just see those folders make you like, okay, I'm done. But now, so we can do it on the computer. We put our notes, just a single page. A lot of people retired because they thought, oh, they're changing things, the computer system, and they refuse to grow.
Yes.
And look at today, like I don't know if those people go to bank or they go to the doctors. Doctors use a computer. So
Yeah.
every facet of our life, things are always changing. But we know that people with the fixed mindset do not want to grow, do not
Yeah.
want to change. Your mindset can be fixed. It can be fixed in the negative. It can be a positive idea you're fixed on, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that what you're fixed on is wrong. It's just that it's not
Serving you.
useful. It's
Or
not
serving
serving
you.
you or serving those around you anymore. For instance, I use social media as a means of earning income. A lot of people are like, oh no, how can you be on social media to do that? Well, people are crushing it using social media
Yeah.
other than the traditional way. It doesn't mean that you going to your 9 to 5 is bad, but there are other ways that you can increase your income, increase your time and financial power, leveraging social media.
That's
So
right.
my point is we should not use have a fixed mindset. And Sonia used one of the words that like came out to me: be adaptable. Adaptability, don't be fixed. Be adaptable mean you can change like a butterfly. You can move and change,
Yes.
and whatever be the function that you have to do, you build that skill and capacity to move. So thank you so much for watching us. Thank you for um tuning in with us. Please let me know where you're watching us from. We are global. We want to acknowledge you and thank you. If you're finding value, let us know you're finding value in what we are sharing. So,
Yes.
ladies, we are going to move to the next one. We are going to the growth mindset, just like the name. We'll start with Vida. Let us know what a growth mindset is. How can people relate to growth mindset in their day to day?
So I think the growth mindset is the positive.
Yeah.
It's a positive way of starting something. If you are a business owner and you want the growth mindset, is the positive way of starting your business. It's something that involve the cheerful that emphasize growth. They emphasize growth, resilience, and the potential for success is something that help you to succeed. And it encourage the person to what to focus on the opportunities, not the obstacles. It helps the person to what to foster the proactive approach to the challenges. So no matter how it is, but you're going to overcome it. You have the confidence, the courage. That is the proactive way. That is the growth way. So you feel that, oh, I'm having the confidence. I have the belief and trusting what I'm doing. So no matter how hard it is, but I'm going to overcome it.
That's
That
it.
is how I think the growth way, growth mindset is. You just have the
Absolutely.
confidence of yourself.
Absolutely. So yes. So a growth mindset, you're talking about being dynamic
Yes.
in your life, being dynamic in the way you handle things, the situations of life, being receptive to opportunities, being receptive to changes, being positive in how you handle the issues of life. Like I said before, everybody go through the issues of life
Yeah.
one way or the other. But how you handle it, it could be something really bad. Somebody can come in and handle it gracefully,
Yes.
right? With wisdom and grace, they handle it like while another person is buckle and under the water with the same similar situation. But
Yes.
that stems from the type of mindset the individual has. That's why we say you have to build your mindset. One of my favorite words is building capacity.
It's it.
And the best way you can build capacity is a personal development,
That's
right?
right.
You build your own self. That is the best investment anyone can ever make on planet Earth. You build, whether it be spiritual, be it physical, you're building yourself. You build from who you are, because from who you are, who you become, you're able to give,
To
right?
others.
And you're able to do. And
Yeah.
from that, you're able to have. So I will go with this model of be, do, have. You cannot have what you are not doing, and you cannot be doing something that you are not. So
Yes.
you have to grow yourself, right? And that's where the mindset comes in. Not just about you being fixed about an idea. It doesn't matter the challenges that come. It doesn't matter the opportunity. Somebody who has a growth mindset gravitate towards opportunity. Every Tuesdays and Thursday, we come out here to talk about the online business. I use your social media as an example, right? People gravitate towards that. Somebody who has a growth mindset will seize that opportunity. Someone who doesn't have a growth mindset and has a fixed mindset, which is full of being negative, seeing the bad in every situation, seeing the things that it quote unquote will not work, will not seize the opportunity. And it could even be a situation that is not so pleasant, but because your mindset is growing and you're building it, you say, you know what? I may be down now, but I'm going to rise up, right? So the scripture said the righteous fall 7 times, but every time you do one, you get up
Yes.
7 times.
Oh.
So that is the mindset that we have. I fall, I'm not going to stay there. They say you when you quit, that means you fail. But as long as you failure, let's say it's not when you quit and you fail on something, right? It's just a setback. But somebody will look at that setback and say, you know what? Tomorrow is another day. Let's go for it. Every breaking of day, you're happy, you're excited for life because you know that this mindset can bring me the best,
Yeah.
even when it's not what you're looking for. Maybe you're going for a job interview or you're putting out a job. You don't use your mindset. You use your mindset to attract the good to yourself. You're not like,
Yes.
oh no, I'm going to fail. Oh, they're not going to take me. You saying negative things over yourself, and that comes in our words, right? So like Vida said, you had to be what? Positive. Thank you so much. So Sonia, let us hear your take on having that
Yes, my
question.
take. I have a
You have
lot to
lots to
say,
say.
sister. I do, because I think the mind is such a powerful thing or a powerful tool, depends on what you want to say, and it's what you put in that's going to come out. So,
Absolutely.
I have been practicing to be grateful every single day. It doesn't matter what. I know some persons will say, oh, you're putting your head in the sand. I am not. I know that there are issues. I know that there are problems, but I choose to focus on the good thing because there's always something for me to be grateful for. So that is my mindset. And I refuse to let anyone try to change it because it's not going to change. The thing is what you put in that is going to come out. And as you were saying, winners never quit and quitters never win. So it doesn't matter. We fall 7 times, as you say, but we rise again. The good thing about all of this is for us to remember that there's a key, right? And in all that we're doing, we must be putting something inside. If we cannot pour from an empty cup. So if we don't have
Absolutely.
something, because if people are coming to me and talking to me and they're having issues, and I am here and so full with my own issues and I have nothing to pour, what am I saying? In my life, I'm looking at the cup that is half full. Others will look at it half empty, but I'm looking at it as half full. Understand? So that is where I am looking. And there's a key. We have to keep educating ourselves. That's the key. Keep educating ourselves. Whether, as you said, it's spiritual, whether it's in our general life, education, higher education, whatever it is, we must keep educating ourselves. When we're talking as business owners, we want others to come and to do a business or something. We're encouraging them to do this because we know that this is a good business. However, we're also saying whatever it is that you find that you are drawn to and that will help you to bring out that personality and that goodness in you that you can impart to others, you should go right ahead and do it. We should not just be keeping all of our gifts and talents and every day we're getting up and we're complaining. No, we must have that mindset to say change is necessary. That is the only thing that's constant in our life. There will always be change, but let it be change for the good. Change that is helping us and helping others. The great thing is when you're educating, keep educating yourself. The key When you're doing that, you are pouring into yourself, and you're also able to give from that to others. And I am telling you, that's a fact. And we are looking, and many times people have all these gifts and talents, but they will just stay one side and they will talk all sorts of things. They're seeing all negative. But what are you doing to make it a positive? Because no matter how bad things are, somebody, and people will say, one person cannot make a change. One person definitely can make a change. There are so many people that have changed so many things in our lifetime that we are seeing. One person just had this fantastic idea, and they will change so many things for so many people. And I love Miles Monroe, that wonderful man, Miles Monroe. A great one of my mentor that I love to look and read his books and listen to his tapes. Now I still listen to them so much because there's so much wisdom that he had. And he's saying that the greatest place, or the most bountiful place, or anything like that on earth, is not all the things you see around you. It's the graveyard, because it has so many gifts and talents and everything buried there that was not poured out. But there's so much in all of us. My pastor always said there is gift in all of us for everyone else. There's something in me that I should be giving to others. And when you have a positive mindset, this is what I love about being a positive mindset and everything. It makes your life better. And you are now realizing that you have so much to share. It's not, whatever you have is not just for you, but it's for the entire world. Now, I can impact one person's life, and that one person that I impacted impact the whole world. Isn't that great? So it's just the way that you're looking at life. So every day we have a chance to impact the lives of others. So our life must be something, it must be a light that we are now pouring into someone else, and to make a difference in their lives. So we must be educating our minds and our thoughts every day. We must be reading something, looking at something, listening to a sermon, reading a book, something to encourage us and to build our mindset. If we pour into ourselves and do things like that, I love to read. So if I'm reading books, it must be books that are going to build me, right? And that way, I will be able now to help another person and say, why don't you do this? Because I did that and it was of great help to me. So a positive mindset is what we need to have. Yes. So there are 5 things that successful people always do. And one of them is a few of them. You wake early in the morning, you pray. That's a way to set your mindset. You meditate. You listen to sermons, you listen to those things that are encouraging you to say you're able to make it, and like things like Miles Monroe's tape that will tell you can do this, those things that build you up as a person. Those things, you do those things. Those are things that some of the things that successful people do. They are waking up very early in the morning, they're praying. They're waking very early in the morning, they're meditating. They're setting their day and setting the tone. And I can be honest to say, when I do that, everything for me just work like clockwork, and it's so good. Yes. But the day that I do not get that, I'm all over the place. Understand? So what I'm saying to you, set our minds. We must be intentional that we are gonna keep our mind focused and on the right thing at all times. Focus and be positive in what we are saying, the way that we are coming across to others, our attitude. All these things are impacted if our minds are right. And I have so much more to say, but Adiza, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Sonia. That is the load. That is the load. Thank you, Sonia. Absolutely. Our mind is our powerhouse. Your mind is like the engine of your life. Our imaginations, our emotions, our beliefs, all is there in our mindset. And those are the things that shape us. And like we said from the beginning, different factors, where you grow up, your background, and so many things. We pick all these things along the way of life, right? Yes. So I always use this example. If you're close to people who use certain kinds of slangs, before you know what, whether
Yes,
you like it
me
or
too.
not, you
Yes.
find yourself using those slangs. Before you know what, your certain mannerisms that people use, like using their hands, their body language, and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Why? Because of proximity.
That's right.
And the way to shape your mindset is what we are going to talk about. And Sonia touched on some of those. Today, I just want to give us a few resources that we can use. Setting your mindset is as simple as making the decision to do that.
Yes.
And I say that your mindset, your belief is your own personal contribution to your
Mhm.
growth.
Yes.
Because if you can believe that you can do something, it doesn't matter who comes to you to tell you you can't do it. And I can use myself as an example. When I say I want to do this business, majority of people say, why will you be on social media? You can do this, you can do that. There's a lot of you can do around you. And even your own self will tell you you can't.
That's right.
But you have to rise up with a desire that say, hey, I want to change my life. I want my marriage to be better. I want
Mhm.
my relationship to be better as a
Yes.
mom, as a dad, as a
Mhm.
child, right? As an employee, as a business owner. Our mindset cuts across every area of our life. And Sonia touched on that. And we want to be successful. Who don't want to be successful in any endeavor? Success here, we are not talking about the financial aspect of it. Success in your journey in life, success
Mhm.
in your home, success in your business, success in your career, success in your exam, you name it. If you want to succeed in anything you're doing, you have to build your mindset. And today we throw it to you that we want you to choose a growth mindset, a mindset that is positive, a mindset that is adaptable, a mindset that is progressive, a mindset that is true, and go for what is true,
Mhm.
right? A mindset that love your own self and love the people around you. A mindset that is powered by love. A
That's right.
mindset that you see the possibilities in every impossible situation you find yourself in life. And some of the resources I want to share with us in the next few minutes before we leave is that we have social media, the internet is full of resources that we can use. She made mention of Max Monroe. There's no day or every other day that goes by that I don't read or listen to something. And YouTube is like a well of some of those resources. You don't have to pay for them. There are some books that are already there. You can listen to the audio versions, right? You listen 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not something you jump from A to Z at a time. Just a determination that I want to see a change. Because you made that determination, it creates a ripple effect in the way you do things, right? Gradually from your morning, the way you set your morning. And there's so many books and resources out there. You have to learn to read. Maybe you may say, oh, I don't have the time to sit down. You can have an audio book, plug them in your ear. We have free books online, right? Free resources online that won't even cost you anything, that
Yes.
you can plug into and use. And those are some of the ways you can grow yourself, right? And then surround yourself. Sonia touched on that, with people with like-mindedness. You can see me and my two other ladies. I like their mindset. Forget that we are in the same business, but their mindset attracted me to them and attracted them to me, right? And we come here every evening and we share one information or the other with you. That is to tell you that you have to shape the circle of people. You don't just let anybody into your circle. The kind of people you flock with will determine what trouble you. Remember, I talk about our mannerism. When you hang out with eagles, you're going to become an eagle. You can't be a chicken.
That's that's right.
When you
Yes.
hang out with the eagles, you are going to be an eagle. Before you know what, you're soaring higher and higher in your life because you're growing your mind. You're thinking in the right direction. Even when the situation doesn't look pleasant, but because you're growing your mind, the way you look at it will now be different. Your perspective
Different.
will change. you now see it in a different way. But looking into resources, building them, and mindset is a big topic. We can't finish it all, but
No.
I just want to give
No.
my ladies like just 1 or 2 seconds to just say their final words, and then we can have it an evening. All right, Sonia, give us your final take. Just a few seconds more.
I am so happy that we did this evening, and of course, we should continue to talk about it at some other time because there's
Yeah,
so many things to say and to think about. But
absolutely.
as I said before, my pastor was always saying that whatever we have, our gifts and talents were given to us, not just for us. They're gift and talents in all of us, for all of us. So what
Yeah,
we need to do, we need to realize and ask the Lord, what exactly is it that I am here to do, and to do it to the best of our ability. Because as I've always said, there is someone that's waiting on you to succeed, for them to come and to succeed as well. Your success, their success depends on you. So let us have that positive mindset and be doing the best we can, impacting lives. That is what we are here to do. Impact life is not all the other things that's at the end. As Maya Angelou say, it's not how I look at things, but it's how I made the person feel. So if I'm pouring positivity in someone, that's what they're gonna remember. All right. So that's what I'm saying. That's my
thank
final.
you, Vida.
Mine today is I'm so happy to be here. I just want to say determination. If
Yeah.
you are out there, you have to have determination to determine what you are doing, and you have to focus what you are doing. Make your mind that you are going to do something. That is how I am. If I say I want to do something, I determine and I focus, and that thing need to be done. That is what I have for anybody who is watching us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate our time together. Always a wonderful time to share the wealth of knowledge and information that comes forth is always amazing. Thank you so much for watching us. I hope that you find value in what we have to say today. And please reach out to us if you need any information. Like we said, we are online business owners. We let other people earn money using social media. So thank you so much. Let us know if you're watching a replay. We can always get one information or the other to you. Please let us know. Thank you so much for sticking with us and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
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 Bye bye.